On Language Police today, I have a rather special assistant. I'm not quite sure exactly how to address her. I don't know if she's an investigative officer. I don't know if she's an inspector. But anyway, she is Chioma Omeruah, but I think you know her better as Chigul. Chigul.
I'm an investigative inspector. So
that's a new one.
Yes, because I investigate if what I'm investigating is worthy of inspection. Do you understand?
Wow, that's a new coinage.
That's it, yes. Investigative inspector, that's it.
Chigul, you've been blessed with the ability to speak many languages.
Yeah. Just five.
Five?
Two
wow.
Nigerian, 2 foreign, 2 Nigerian, and English, of course. So.
English, 2 international languages.
French and Spanish.
And French and Spanish.
Yes.
And
then Igbo and Hausa.
The character that you created, Chigul, what language does Chigul think in?
Chigul she's Igbo, but she also, in her mind, she speaks proper English, and she has a very, very good command of the English language. But she also speaks what I would call Chigul lingo, which she just sort of like coins words and phrases out of the air, because in her mind, she says how it sounds to her.
Correct
and
English.
Correct English.
You've said that you speak Igbo, of course,
yes.
And you speak Hausa.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how to read the Igbo alphabet or the phonemes? Do you know the sounds?
I think I have a pretty good idea of reading them.
Okay, let me give you a bit of help.
That's it.
Can you just pick up this book?
Okay.
I think if you turn to page, is it 26 or 27?
Page 26.
I think you'll find the Igbo phonemes. So perhaps you can just read it out.
Auntie's about to give me an exam. Oh.
No, you're not passing or failing. Although it's a bit of a challenge. Okay.
Okay. Igbo phonemes. Okay, there are 36 of them. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, B, R, G, H, E, I, J, K, B, Q, L, M, N, N, W, N, O, A, P, R, C, Sh, T, U, O, V, W, Y, Z.
I think I'm going to have to give you... I'm sure your townspeople will not find you.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I tried.
All right. So can we now switch back to English?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a malapropism?
A what?
A malapropism.
No, Auntie, I've never.
You've never heard of that?
Malapropism.
Malapropism.
I don't know.
Actually,
Malapropism.
a malapropism is a word that is wrongly applied. In other words, you mistakenly use one word for another.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just give you a couple of examples.
Like we do in Nigeria.
These are 2 words that many people mix up. Avoid and afford. So somebody could say, for instance, she lives in a mansion. Well, she's wealthy. She can avoid it.
She can avoid it.
That's a malapropism.
Yes.
She should have said,
she can afford
she can afford it. Okay? Round up and round off. Do you know the difference between the two?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay.
Round up, if I'm not mistaken, means to quickly finish or end or close or stop something. Like if you're like a program or show and they said it's time to round up, it's time to quickly, let's get to the end quickly. Round off, I'm thinking mathematics now, which is like to the nearest, to the nearest 100. It's like estimating, guesstimating, I guess, something like that. I'm not sure.
The truth is, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, okay.
To round up means to collect or to gather something. That's the meaning of round up.
Really?
Yes. For instance, please round up the kids. We need to go home.
Oh.
And round off is when you are bringing something to a good finish or a completion. That is what it means to round off.
Off.
Yes. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of our conversation. So we're going to round off.
Who knew? Now I know.
Now you know. Okay,
Now
I'm going
I
to give
know.
you one more. Flit and spray.
Flit the room now.
Sorry,
Have you flitted?
Sorry,
Did you flit?
So you're even giving flit a past tense.
In Nigeria, anything with D, just add D on the end. You flitted. Have you flit? Did you flit? Will you flit?
No, it is. Did you spray?
Did you spray?
Will you spray?
Yes, which is because the can sprays. The
That's
action
it.
is
so,
a spray.
and the sound. Don't forget too that when you press that
yeah.
button,
Yeah.
you hear a
yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is this spray sound.
Yeah.
Good. So remember, you don't say remember to flit the plants
Yes.
with insecticide. Remember to spray the plants with insecticide.
Wow.
And you know what? And that is strictly speaking.
It is indeed. and there's so many. I even thought you were going to just say something like severally.
Oh, no, that is a horrible word. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what title we will give that word. Because it's not a malapropism.
Yeah, it's a Nigerianism.
It's a Nigerianism.
There are certain things I've heard in being in Nigeria, and I've actually Googled them, because Google is your friend. So I've Googled them, and they have Nigerian, like they'll have the term Nigerian on it, and then define. So you're like, oh, it's now a Nigerian.
Nigerianism.
Yes, so
Yes.
People abroad would see it and be like, oh, in Nigeria it means... So several, I went and Googled severally.
Yes.
And it has a Nigerian definition.
Well,
Several times. So several, let me just add a Y.
and make it
severally.
I'm
know?
sorry. It's not going to work.
It's not what...
It's not going to pass muster. It will not.
It will not.
But anyway, Chigul, I really want to thank you for taking time
Thank you for
to
having me.
be part of this program.
I appreciate
What was
having
that? What was the term you gave yourself again?
An investigative
inspector. Okay. And on that note, Madam Investigative Inspector.
I'm going to go and investigate myself because I've just realized I need to inspect some of the things I've said today. So I'm going to go do that.
Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Chioma.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.